So if you find that your footwells in your T4 are a bit wet, like this, what might be causing that is not your windscreen, but your door seal. Now, on the outside of these doors, there is a weather strip that usually runs along there, along the frame. And despite having this rubber here, the water will get past this and drip into your footwell. Now you might say, mine are wet because my weather seal is not there. And you would be correct. However, on the other side, I have got my weather seal in place and it is still leaking through past the seal. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I do to stop that happening, and hopefully it'll be of some help to you too. Let me show you what happens even with the weather seal in place. You can see that this has got twisted slightly and it's no longer properly adhered. So even though the weather strip is in place up here, which incidentally is held on by these little press-in thingamajobbies, what can happen is that the water, like here, you can see that this is slightly twisted. The water gets in here and then it runs down and then makes its way into your footwell. This is what I'm going to be reattaching to the van. It does have double-sided tape, of which I've cleaned off as much as I can. I don't really want to disturb it from the top here, but at some point I will need to remove this and reseal it. This door seal is responsible for a lot of water getting into your footwell. Yes, past this door rubber. If this comes adrift or is missing from your van, you might think that it's your windscreen that's leaking, which is also possible. But if this is damaged or missing or loose like this, the water will get into your footwell and drain down the back side of the wheel arch there on the rubber, and either accumulate there like it does in mine in the footwell, or it will leak down underneath your step and rot your step out. So it's important to make sure that you've got this thing attached properly. So I'm going to do a quick repair on this side. The other side, the complete piece has come off, and I'm going to show you how I repair that and reattach it with some 3M VHB tape, very high bond tape. And what you'll need is the 10mm or 12mm wide version of this tape to reattach these pieces. And you'll also need some clips that look like this, which get inserted up in the corner there and also up in the corner over there. Without those, this will come away very, very easily and cause you no end of leaking problems. So I'm just applying the 10mm tape to the side of the inside of this rubber seal. It's like a weather strip seal, and the 10mm actually fits perfectly in that space. And what I've done is I've tucked it in underneath there, so this is still stuck down quite well, but there is a storm coming and this needs to get sorted, and then I'll just trim it off to length. Try not to damage my door cards too much. There you go. Next thing you want to do is clean up the old residue with some acetone. or if you can't get hold of acetone, just borrow your wife or daughter's nail polish remover. Just clean it up as much as you can. Get off all of the old sticky stuff. So that is the weather strip applied now, and that should stop all of the water getting into my footwell past the door seal. It is remarkable that the water can get past the door seal, but bearing in mind that these seals are now 25 years old, they are not nearly as functional as they used to be. And of course the doors don't fit 100% tight, so that should sort the drips out. Let me show you what I have to do this part of the job. I've got my weather seal, which was removed from my door because I've got this little bit of rust here, and also because it was coming away. Now obviously before I put this on, I've cleaned it with some acetone. If you can't get acetone, get your wife, your girlfriend, your daughter's nail polish remover, your nail polish remover. You can use nail polish remover to clean up the residue. If you have a little bit of rust to treat like I do, you want to make sure that you treat this, clean it up first. I'm also going to use some rust converter, then use some anti-rust primer. Now I'm not intending to spray the whole of the door jamb, just these little bits that I want to cover with the weather seal. What I don't want to have happen is for the rust to just get worse underneath the weather seal, which is what has started here originally. Before I put the seal on, I'm going to use some cavity wax. Cavity wax is the kind of solution or solvent that you spray into these holes here that are in the top of the door, so that you get some coating on the inside here. Now this is not rusted through, but I'm sure that there is a little bit of rust on the inside here. Now cavity wax usually comes with a nozzle like this as well, and this has kind of like a 360-degree nozzle on the end there, so you can shove it on the inside and it sprays all over. Gives you a lot of coverage. So what I'll do is I'll feed this in from this end, and then as you spray you just pull this out slowly, and what it does is then it just coats the inside of the steel, inside of the metal bodywork with some cavity wax, which helps prevent some internal rust. So that stops, it helps prevent the car from rusting out from the inside. If that makes any sense. Alright, first thing I want to do is tidy this up. I've got some 80 grit sandpaper. Wipe it all down with some panel wipe or the acetone if you have it. Next step will be some anti-rust or some rust converter. Now depending on your type of rust converter, it will either turn black or purplish. Now in my case I'm just going to put a little bit of masking tape in here. Because my next step will be anti-rust primer. So I'm just going to run a little bit of this along the edge here for when I spray on the primer. I am not actually repainting this, so I still don't want to get primer all over the place. Now if you were going to do a better job than I'm going to do right now, you would get some body colored paint. And yeah, just a reminder, hit that subscribe button. It does not cost you a penny. It's just a signal to the algorithm and the powers that be that you might want to see another video that I do. And let's face it, if you're watching this video, you probably have a T4 or something similar, and you have a similar issue to sort out. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Along there. This is the next step. Anti-rust primer, and I've chosen white for obvious reasons. I don't have my factory color available to me today to do this, and most of this is going to be hidden by this primer anyway, and the door. Okay, so that's the first coat. That is on top of the rust converter. So first I did that, then I'm doing this. When this is dried, I will then use some cavity wax to spray inside the door frame to just help prevent rust on the inside. Second coat. So that is 3 coats of primer on there. Thankfully the primer is a very close match to the original VW grey white, grijs weiß or grijs wit, whatever they call it. I've got a little bit of too much in this corner, but that's okay, because the weather strip's going to be over there. When this is dried, I will apply the weather strip. Pull off the masking tape before it gets dry. Like I said, this is going to be covered by the weather strip, so I'm not too concerned about that color mismatch over there. What I'm more concerned about is the rust is protected and I will no longer get water ingress into my footwell on the passenger and driver side because of these weather strips. Let me show you how the cavity wax works. So this is the kind of cavity wax lance. This is a rather flexible one with the little nozzle on the end. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed it into either of these 2 holes, like that, and then push it along so that I can spray inside here. So that's going up inside over there. I can hear it down here. And then what you do is you start spraying. Once you've shaken it up a bit, you start spraying, and as you spray, you extract it. You can see it coming out over there. So that seal in the joint is no longer sealed. The cavity wax is leaking out there. Look at that. Wow, interesting. And here it is coming out the other side as well, so I know it's gone the full length. And then if I flood this here, it will run down the A-pillar. You can see on my A-pillar here, this cavity wax is seeping out through that joint over there. So clearly this seal is no longer effective, and it will be resulting in water getting in there and into the A-pillar, which is not a good thing. This is Captain Tully's Creeping Crack Cure, and it's a magical little sealing solution. Put copious amounts of it, and what it does is it seals all of these tiny little hairline cracks, and that's where water gets in. Anyway, that's how Captain Tully's Creeping Crack Cure works. and it's solved a lot of little leaks for me over the years. As all of this sealant between the panels kind of shrinks over time, little hairline cracks appear, and then this is the stuff that gets into them and seals them up. So well worth considering. Here is my weather seal. I've applied the VHB tape to the two different surfaces. The one surface is up at the top, and then the other surface is the one that runs down the A-pillar like that. Now there are two holes in this weather seal. You can see one there and the other there. I just need to punch those through because I need to apply two clips to that to hold the weather seal up on the top of the door frame. These are the little clips that I've bought off eBay. This is what the little clip looks like. It's slightly different to the original VW one, which is round. These are like a rectangular shape, an oblong shape. And what happens is you press them in to that point over there, and then you push the black bit into the end cap and it kind of locks it in place. And what I'll do is I'll grab one of these, just push it through there. There we go, it's in. I need to do the same with the front. Let's pop that in there, and then I can apply that, and that will help the VHB tape bond to that primer. And then for the front bit, why is it so frustrating to do little things like this with fat little fingers? Oh, there we go, got it. Okay, pull that off, get it right into the corner there. And there you can see the job that that weather strip does. The problem is that the water, especially on the high roof, it runs down here where the stain is, in there, and if it can get past that weather strip, it will. Water gets past everything, including rocks in mountains, so don't think for a moment it's not going to get past your door seal. So anyway, that'll hopefully help channel all the water away from the sill and then into the door jamb here, like it should.